Yes, it's Paul Hawksbee, Andy Jacobs here on talkSPORT. It's the talkSPORT World Darts Championship, the second year we've done this. Our good friends at Quick Fit with us this year, and we've just seen Jason Cundy crash out at the first time of asking.
Karma, Jamie.
Yes,
Standard procedure.
he had it coming. I've got to be honest, I was slightly punching the air after that, as anyone seen last night. Yeah, Jamie O'Hara has joined us. He was sitting opposite Jason when he absolutely went two-footed into Spurs last night. Despite the fact there had been a game last night, he waited an extra 20-odd hours, 24-plus hours to have a go at you, didn't he?
Yeah, the game was irrelevant, really, last night. It was all about Jason just slaughtering me for a half hour of the show. You know, I'm meant to be the presenter, and I didn't get a word in for about 25 minutes. It was ridiculous. So I had to just take that one on the chin. Tottenham, Chelsea. It was a bad day at the office for us. But you know what? Karma's come back and bited him. You know, he flopped out already. It sums him up. He was a bad player, and he's a bad darts player. So
he's been saying to us, anyone but O'Hara, anyone but Goldstein. He doesn't want you to win it.
No, it sums him up, doesn't it? It sums him up. He never wants any one of his friends to do well. But look, he's gone out. Happy days. We'll move on. I'm up next. And I'm looking forward to it. I've got to play Shaban. If I go out to Shaban, I think there's going to be another Has Anyone Seen coming my way tonight.
That's very true.
Shaban has got publicans in her blood. So, like, over the years, she probably would have... Before school, she might have had a half hour on the dartboard.
Yeah, I've seen... yeah, it's unlikely, let's be honest. I've seen her play. She's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so I've noticed her and Natalie are on the old Prosecco already.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah, they're getting stuck in.
I've been nice to Shaban. I've been, getting her loads of Prosecco before she goes up there. So hopefully she can't see the dartboard.
We should have a chat about Spurs, because I saw a lot of I was looking at your tweets as the game was unfolding. You were going as mad as we all were. But I don't know. I've taken a bit of a deep breath, because there was a lot of talk yesterday about whether the manager should go. Personally, I don't think he should, because I think there's a lot more to what's going on at Tottenham than just the players and the manager.
Yeah.
And I'm not altogether sure we would benefit from that at the moment. Jamie, how are you reading it?
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with you. I'm not happy, obviously, with Ange. I think he's very stubborn with the way he wants to play. But I look at it and go, if you sack him, who's out there to come in and make a difference? I don't know if there's one available straight away. So then
not without paying a lot of money.
Yeah, obviously if you're going to pay a lot of money, but we've got Daniel Levy as the owner, so the chairman, so I don't think that's going to happen. So I think you stick with it for now, but I genuinely believe that Ange's got to look at himself and say, I have to be adaptable. I can't take my managerial career and how well he's done at other clubs like Celtic, where, they get a little bit arrogant, I think, where you think, I'm winning every week, I'm the best team, we're going to play this way no matter what.
Yeah.
It's all right doing that at Celtic when you're playing St Mirren and Kilmarnock, but when you're Tottenham and you ain't got the best players, you've got some good players, you ain't got the best players, you can play good stuff, but there has to be times where you go, right, we need to change the game, we need to adapt, this is ugly, win ugly, take a draw, or take a hard-fought win, play 5 at the back, and change it. Like the other night against Chelsea, really and truthfully, the game was open as anything. We go 2-0 up. Probably didn't deserve to be 2-0 up, but we got 2-0 up.
Yeah.
See it out to half-time.
Sure.
Go in, 2-0 up, and then you sit down and go, right, boys, second half, we're going to be ugly. We're going to change the way we play. We still want to play nice football when we can, but I tell you what, we ain't getting beat. And the worst case scenario, you walk away with a point. Chelsea are a good team. But the manner that we lost that game in the end, conceding 4 goals, they could have scored 6. Yeah. And we just fell apart. We're so open. And in the end, kind of gets a little bit embarrassing, because everyone's sitting there saying, oh, but we play nice football. Yeah, but we're getting beat. And that's the difference between a manager who can change things in the game. The problem with Ange is plan A, and plan A.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen with Slot what a good second-half manager he is. Yeah. He does something at half-time to change it, and it tends to work.
So that would sound, Jamie, that you don't ultimately think this is going to work. Whether we change him now, you think ultimately it's not going to work as an experiment.
Well, unless he changes, unless Ange changes his adaptability in games, he will get the sack. And look, as you said, I think there is more going on at Tottenham where,
have you seen the Romero quotes from last night?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Look, it's easy to turn around and who's he blaming? He's basically blaming Daniel Levy, right?
Yeah. He's blaming the hierarchy. He said that if there was better support from upstairs, Tottenham could compete with some of the other clubs he mentioned.
If you look at the 2 benches on Sunday, that says everything, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, but they've spent 1.2 billion. Yeah. And at the end of the day, Christian Romero ain't playing for Chelsea, he's playing for Tottenham. No, but he knew what he was getting himself into when he signed for us.
No, but this figure gets thrown out a lot. But it's not just about spending; it's net spend. You know, and the net spend isn't anything like that. They've been quite clever what they've done. They've sold a lot of players. They've sold a lot.
But they had a lot of players to sell.
Yes.
And they had a lot of players that people wanted.
Yes,
that's the difference. Tottenham ain't. Tottenham ain't got the players that people want. We have to let players go for nothing. Chelsea had a lot of players that people wanted and they would have paid good money for. And then they've been very cute in the transfer window. They signed some good players. I said it at the start of the season. Yeah. Signed some good players and got a good squad. Romero, I think, he needs to have a look at himself first and foremost. His performances this season have been miles off him.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I can understand he's a World Cup winner and you respect the fact he's a top player. But, listen, of course we all want to spend 80, 90 million pound on a player. Well, it ain't going to happen. You're at Tottenham. It's a different football club. We're not Man United. Yeah. We're not Man City. We're not Arsenal. And we're definitely not Chelsea. We are that fifth team. And we have to find a way of being that fifth team with the budget and with the money that you're going to spend to break into the top 4. How you do that, that's what they need to figure out. They've tried it with Ange. And listen, I like the football, but it can't continue. You can't continue to be this open all the time, week in, week out, because the fans now have started to turn.
We'll try and catch up. I wanted to ask you about Wolves, but we've run out of time. But Gary O'Neill, very quickly, you played with at Portsmouth, didn't you? Did you play with him?
No, I didn't play with him, but I know him well. And he's a really good lad, Gary, and I feel for him a little bit. And, look, Wolves are a big club, and I've been at Wolves, and they can turn it. Once they turn, really hard to get it back. I don't think the fans will come back around, and they will go. Yeah, and
she's started mind games already.
Mind games.
Yeah, look at
she's
that.
on the Prosecco.
That's about her 5th glass.
Go and get another one.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of darts players say they need a bit of lubrication. Yeah, so that's right. Work for them.
Well, I like Gary. And I think he's going to end up losing his job. I do, because I just don't think. Look, they got 9 points from 15 games. Not good enough. And they've got some good players. I think they might look maybe to make a change and just go for
Our understanding is he'll be in charge against Ipswich at the weekend.
If he loses that game, he's gone.
They should appoint Howard Webb.
Yeah,
I know, the VAR.
Webb, they probably get some decisions.
Better decisions.
They're not going to saw off Howard Webb, are they?
Got some terrible decisions.
Terrible.
I feel, but they sold Neto, they sold Kilman.
Yeah.
Do he said it last night.
Yeah, exactly.
He said when he took over, I think they were like a 39-point team.
Yeah.
And they sold £200 million worth of players. What do you expect?
Well,
going to go down.
You've been slagging off Ange, and Shaban's a big Celtic fan, so she's going to be very upset. So a bit of edge in this game now.
I think there might be a bit of edge. Hopefully she goes out first round. If not, I'm going to sit at the bar and enjoy myself.
Enjoy it. We'll speak to you afterwards. Jamie O'Hara there, taking on Shaban Ahern next in the talkSPORT World Darts Championship. Just a reminder, you can listen to us or you can watch it all unfold on the talkSPORT YouTube channel.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.